Temperature is a bit cold this morning. 13. Morning. Yeah, how's it going? I normally don't take this route. It's like once every 4 months. I'm like, oh, let's go a different way. And it's just like riding on the highway. Highway's right there. It's super loud. The path. It's this section's pretty good, but well, right there, there's like, you can't control the tree roots, but the path has all been pushed up by roots, and it's like a million speed bumps.
The one mark said desperate need of attention.
Yeah, they just paved like a 25-meter section back closer to my house, but it's 25 meters. And it's funny because they repaved not even the worst section. It was a section that I didn't think actually need paved. It was like this, where it's like pretty free and clear. It's a nice path, it's just the highway. It's supposed to parallel the highway. It goes all the way to the north end up by Woodgrove Mall. The waterfront route is definitely the go-to. Oh, and it's like dark and you can't see the damn roots. And it's like, surprise, and then you like fly off your bike. But it's Friday, heading to work. It's a little chilly.
The one mark said there's a similar path between Tofino and Euclid. Just opened.
Yeah, when we were up North Island, we noticed there was a gravel path
The one mark said Friday.
between like Port and McNeil following the highway. That looked really nice. They might have been better off not paving this. And just leave this as like a multi-use gravel path. Looks like they just paved this part too. This section looks semi-fresh. It's wider. Yeah, this is definitely newer. Which is good because if
to 4,201 milliseconds. Samurai said scene switch to Live BELABOX Cloud 1944 1602 Ms.
That's interesting. That one section right there when you dip down, you lose all cell reception. Another reason to avoid. It's funny how that works. Just like dropped out for 10 seconds and then it's like back to full power. Oh, you reminded me of something I got to look at when I get to work. For online streaming, they use a donations.
The one said it was working hard to get reception.
It was working real hard. There's for the online streaming, there's like a middleman donation website called Tiltify. And I was going to check to see if the Lung Association is on it. And if they're not, I was going to suggest, because I was thinking you could do it's easier for viewers to do like donations through that. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, we're missing this year, but definitely going to be back for 2024. But I was thinking it would be kind of cool and it would give it more exposure to stream it.
The one merm said thanks for reminding me. Gotta put out the post on FB into my family.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to check if they're on Tiltify because I was going to start advertising for donations while I'm streaming.
Said awesome trail staff. Looks like a blast. Happy Friday.
Hey Lion, happy Friday. Yeah, this trail is a blast when there's no roots. There's a few nasty sections which are, it's like...
One firm said that would be cool, but you would have to be careful about roaming.
Yeah, well I have like well not unlimited, but it's all, yeah, actually I guess when you got close to the border, that one road, that would be tough. It's all for charity, I'd suck it up, pay the roaming fees. Oh, it's like beautiful here this morning.
The one merm said you're a good man.
This is the Colliery Dam. It's like built in like 1902 or something like that. They had to put a new put a new spillway over there because there was huge controversy because the dam, I'm actually on top of the dam right now, it's so old and it's not seismically safe. And if there's the earthquake that they always keep saying is going to happen, there's a whole bunch of houses downstream that would be gone. And they were going to actually remove the dam and turn the creek back to how it was 150 years ago. But people were like, no, we can't get rid of the dam. But then people were like, no, we don't want to spend $60 million fixing the dam. Morning.
Morning.
So they spent, a couple $1 million, put in a new overflow spillway to relieve pressure off of the old dam. And that caused a bunch of hoopla because they had to chop down, I think, 2 trees to put in this new spillway. And they had protesters coming out here, chaining themselves to the tree. And it's kind of like, what do you want? Do you want to either tear the whole dam down, or do you want to leave the dam and risk destroying all these houses downstream, or do you want to cut down 2 trees to keep, it's like, make up your damn minds. Like, what are you protesting?
The one merm said Dickie Bird freeze. Huh.
Which way should I? I'm confused. I'm gonna go down. I don't know which way. I don't want to go to work yet. It's only 20 after 7. I got time to ride longer. Let's go. Oh, dog's gonna like, I miss the waterfront. It's too damn sunny not to like ride along the water. I am going to completely backtrack my ride and go back to the start. Going through the dam, while the dam is beautiful, the rest of that ride was a miss. The joys of having a job that you don't have absolute super strict hours. If I show up at 8 or 8:15 or 8:30, no one really seems to care. Actually, on a side note, the company I work for was just purchased by a larger firm. That's kind of exciting news. Road closed, detours. What? Where am I going now?
The one merm said my supervisor is in Chilliwack, so really no problem for me.
Yeah. Well, my work doesn't seem to care because my boss sent me an email at 5:30 this morning, and I jumped on my computer and answered it from home at 6 o'clock in the morning. So there's a give and take and flexibility that they realize that I'm answering emails at 6 a.m. while I'm getting ready to go to work. Yeah, but I think for like the Lung Association ride, this would be awesome to film it, maybe have a couple interviews with the organizers. You know, doesn't get out to a lot of extra people, but it might kind of show what the ride's about and attract some more people to the ride. 5th Street, let's go down. Oh, okay, this is perfect, 5th.
The one merm said absolutely.
Because I have like a whole crew of buddies that do the damn Whistler Fondo every year. And I'm like, man, why? Like, you've done it 4 times. Why do you keep doing that? I'm like, come to this damn lung ride. The money that you need to fundraise is less than like the entry for the Fondo. You end up spending, like, even if you just pay for the fundraising yourself. So the ride is like super fun, chill, and you're gonna spend about 1/3 of the money doing this ride rather than the Whistler Fondo. So they get caught up in the whole, like, there's hundreds of thousands of people riding it, and it's
The one merm said, where does the money for the Fondo go?
well, that's exactly, where does it go? It's like the RBC Whistler Fondo. Does it go to charity? I don't know. I can see an event like that logistically costing a lot of money to put on. So even if some of the money does go to charity, I think the percentage is fairly small compared to other sort of fundraising rides. Tour to Victoria, keep saying that's, you know, the proceeds go to charity, but I mean, like, having dinner on the Parliament lawn and have 160 kilometers worth of roads shut down, like, that's gotta cost some money.
The one merm said just the permits alone for closing the highway must be true.
Yeah, like, it's closed, like the flipping highway's closed. Oh, glorious sun. This is awesome. I need to find a better mount. This mount is cool that it's flexible and it can turn, but the biking is a little bit too bouncy for it.
The one berm said co-op temps, warm sun. Perfect.
Let's go right. Yeah, it's on the cool side. The head unit's saying 11 degrees. Yesterday it was about 15, 16. That seems perfect. In the trees, 11 was like way too cold, but with the sun, it's nice. Let's go down Needham here. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I had a question for you. Okay, we went up to San Joseph last week and they're logging. I mean, they're always doing logging up in that area. And they'll have like a clear cut and they leave like a grove of 30 trees in the middle of like the clear cut. Is there like a particular reason they're doing that? Or the tree's not ready to be cut down? Or like, are they too small? Or are they just like... Tamara was wondering. We were like... Well, there we go. That was a 9.6 kilometer detour back on the normal route. 35 minutes. Actually, it would have taken me about 10 minutes to get here anyways.
For wildlife, visual reaction.
Oh, okay. That's like it just looks strange. Because it'd be like this brand, like full on new. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it was just like in the middle, a perfect circle of like 20 trees. I mean, they're always logging up there, but because logging activity was a bit more, they had freshly graded the whole road from pretty much once you leave the highway all the way to San Joseph Bay. So it was 60 kilometers of fresh grade. It was fast. It was like we broke our record time of ever getting there, because you could do 50 and 60 down the logging road.
One month said small birds can't fly across the whole distance, so they get arrested.
Ah, that's super interesting. It's good to know that they do stuff like that. Yeah, we didn't run into any. But yeah, the grader was actively working the road. I think we timed it perfect because on the highway heading towards the logging road, we saw like 4 loaded trucks. So I think on the way up we just missed them, which would be perfect timing. Like they had just already come down.
The one merm said absolutely.
Oh, just missed the bike light.
The one merm said lol.
Like 5 seconds too late. It's hard to see because I'm so used to looking at the traffic lights, because sometimes both the traffic lights will be red and then the bike light will be green. So you get all confused because you're like, those lights are red, that one's green, like which one am I supposed to be paying attention to? Oh, it's windy. It's the one thing you don't get when you're in the bush.
The one merm said our ride to Salisbury Bay last weekend had a headwind all the way home.
Oh. See, that's bad, but at the same time, that's hills, man. I get demoralized in headwind. So if I had headwind on the way out, I'd probably stop and turn around and go home and not make it the whole way. But knowing that you're fighting the headwind the whole way, you'd be like, oh, I got tailwind the whole, so it might be better, because regardless, you have to get home. So if you gotta fight the headwind, you gotta get home somehow. Stupid headwind. That's the one thing with riding indoors all the time. You forget about how sucky the wind is. There it goes. There goes one of the float planes. Oh, I missed it.
The one Merm said the worst one was the little tiny hill at South Hill Acres.
Yeah. Some of the small, well, see, on a long hill, you know, you're like, okay, this is long, I gotta grind. You kind of slow down. It's like the small, little, short, surprising
The one Merm
ones.
said Harbor Air now flies the PR.
Oh, does it? Nice. So does it go like Vancouver there, or is it like Nanaimo there, or? Well, if the ferries keep
The
raising
one Merm said Shingla Mill to downtown.
Shingle Mill to downtown, nice. The thing is, like, if the ferries keep raising their prices and providing crappy service, I mean, people being sick can't really control that. But at some point, you may as well just fly.
The one Merm said right.
And the time savings alone, going anywhere, especially to Powell River, like, it's what, 25 minutes, 30 minutes? Saves you 5 hours.
The one Merm said 30.
Nice, 30 minutes, that's fantastic. When I was going to school in Van, my aunt would get me, she worked for Pacific Coastal, and I'd get standby tickets to come home on the weekend. It was unbelievable.
One Merm said if they offered a reduced rate for people with medical appointments, they would see even more books.
Oh, for sure, yeah, they totally would. Leave BCIT by 2. I was home in PR by 5. Hey, Nicolate, thanks for the follow. That's like a fun name to say, Nicolate. Welcome to the Friday morning commute. We are slowly making our way through the Nanaimo waterfront, heading to actually speaking of short, tiny hills, we're on our way very close to the Hill of Death. Should be a sign on this hill that says, "One by gravel bikes not allowed." You must use this gearing Let's go to the end of this part. They added this not too long ago. This like new marina section. Doing everything in my power to not ride up that hill and not get closer to work. All right, let's do this.
The one merm said, gotta go full nails. Have a safe ride.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll talk to you later. You're not gonna miss anything, just me crying going up this hill. First two sections are a warm-up. Oh, stupid hill. Like, I don't even think I can do this seated. Maybe I can. Oh, pretty much made it.
Susie Buck said she's free in San Fran.
Oh man, this hill is like a necessary evil. It's very short, but I don't have the gearing. That's like the good morning hill. Wake the legs up. Oh, how you doing, Pookie? Oh, I ran a red light. Lady ran a red light. I saw it.
Said not too bad. How's the morning ride?
Oh, it's beautiful. Took a bit of a detour, went a different way than I normally go. Then I backtracked to the start of my normal route because I was disappointed in my decision. You have access to like beachfront riding. You take beachfront riding. It's starting to warm up. It's a little bit cool to start. but being cooler going up that hill was worth it. It's nice. Didn't sweat. Really need, man, I just don't know. I like the ratio of the 1136. It's nice. The steps between the gears are real decent. But man, I need like a 40 or a 42. It's just like we have way too many hills. There's way too much of a slog. Oh. There's too much of a grind all the time. But then in a 1140, that extra step, it's a big jump. I just don't know. But it would be nice. So they say like, but then if I get an 1140 cassette, my rear derailleur won't work and I gotta get a new one. Oh, so much to think about. It doesn't help that I got the bags on the bike and I have an extra 15-20 pounds of gear with me all the time. Hey Fatigue, having a fantastic morning. Look at this weather. Blue sky. It's like perfect biking. Temperature's not too hot. Watching all the other people drive to work. And just be mad with the drive in. They get to work and they're all tense and annoyed at their commute. And I get to work and go, yeah, just rode for over an hour. I'm ready to do some work. Keep pushing the watts a little too much here. Must be zone 1, zone 2. That's where lower gearing would help as well. It's really hard to get up and down some of these hills. Up, I mean, with this gearing. I'm trying to keep You always get worried you don't ride your bike for a week, how things will feel, but pretty happy with the rested legs. Like trying to keep the watts down, having to consciously think about slowing down. Beep boop. What is this guy doing? Why is he so far back? Oh, train tracks. That's pretty good. I did a huge detour and I'm gonna get to work pretty much the same time I normally do. What's the luck of that? I do.